going to be talking about my 5 favorites and 1 regret for the month of January. January was the longest month ever. It has so many days. It is freezing cold. It is snow days. I am ready for February, and I'm always so happy that February is such a short month because I just want it over with. I want spring, I want summer. If you are new around here, I would love if you subscribed and followed along here with my channel. And if you want to see more ways that I actually wear some of these items and use some of these items, go check me out on Instagram as well. But we're going to jump right into the 5 items and the 1 regret. First item I'm going to talk about is this pair of booties. And when you first look at them, they just look like kind of a lug sole type of bootie. They are so comfy. Marty actually got me these for my birthday, and here is why. They are Christian Louboutin, and they are probably the most comfortable booties I own. Now, if you are like me, I own a pair of the heels. I'm going to be honest, I don't love them. So I was very, very hesitant, but I had seen my friends Ashley and Emily, it was actually Emily, talking about these booties on her Instagram page. And so I messaged her. I said, how do they run? Like, tell me more about them. And they sell out so fast. And she said she has had them for years, and every year they come back. And I am so glad I got them. I have actually been wearing them in the snow. They are super comfortable. They are a rubber bottom. So your red isn't actually going to wear off like the heels that I just showed you. It is a wider, thicker heel. It has stretch up through here. So you can wear them with a heavy sock. You can wear them with just an ankle sock. These things have been so amazing for the month. Now, I do know that this is a splurge item. So I recently found a different pair of booties by CAMUTO in black, and then I noticed they had them in a cream kind of tan color as well, and that is this pair here. Now, this pair, I will say, does have a higher heel than the Louboutins. This one has a little bit more of a platform type of on the front. It is a little bit looser in through the ankle and has more stretch to it because the stretch goes down through here and pulls across. These I did go true to size. The Louboutins I went up a size, but these are about 150, and I think the black version, which looks just like that, was on sale for like $80 this week. So I will post the links for these in the tan and the black down below as well. But this is a great option if you don't want to spend the money on that first pair. Next up is a pair of jeans. I'm going to stick with fashion, then do beauty, then do my regret. And this is a pair of jeans by A. Goldie. Now, these jeans you may have seen in my Nordstrom trunk, the most recent one I did, which I kept so many items from there. I was so impressed. This is more of your baggy kind of 90s style jean. I actually love these with that cream color or the black bootie, or it actually looks amazing with a little stiletto. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen these and how I styled them, but they are very comfortable. I do go true to size in these, and they just look so great. Now, they are also a splurge pair as well. There are a lot of less expensive versions. However, I will say I would rather buy one really good splurge pair of a style that I know I like and want to wear and wash them and wear it repeatedly than have a bunch of different pairs that might not be exactly the look I wanted, but then is less expensive. So I hope that makes sense. But these are just so great. There is no distressing other than tiny little bit on the back pocket right here. Nope, I take that back. There's also a little bit on each of the edges right here, but they are so well worth the splurge. The next item I want to talk to you guys about is graphic tees. We're getting on the downslope of the winter here, and I love graphic tees. I love layering them, cardigans, blazers, sweaters. I cannot get enough of a good graphic tee. And I've always found some brands. There was a brand I liked at Nordstrom last year. It was okay, but they were like crazy pricey. And then over the winter, I found this brand and I'm obsessed. It's Sassy Queen Boutique is the brand. And they do what they call luxe tees. And then they have like band tees, and then they have Sassy tees. So something like this one right here that has the word Gucci on it. It is inspired by Gucci, okay? None of these are knockoffs or things. They are inspired by. They make their own graphics. And this one is a Gucci one for Valentine's Day. And then they have a champagne one. And then how cute for Valentine's Day is this little candy heart one. They just make such amazing tees. Now they are unisex tees. So typically I would buy a size large in a tee. These I do buy a size medium in. And I will say this, guys, the difference between the large and the medium is not the length, because I wanted length in them. It's this way. It's the width of them. So keep that in mind. I will say they are incredibly, incredibly soft. They are so well made. They wash great. I wash them in with all my other clothes. No issues with shrinking, no issues with any fading. They are just amazing. And actually right there behind me, there are 3 sweatshirts. You know what? Let's show you the sweatshirts real quick while we're at it, right? Okay, so I picked up this one recently. It is a Gucci inspired one again. It has some wording across the front of it. And then I picked up this Prada one. I actually have this exact same color in a t-shirt and I love it. And then this one, guys, oh my gosh, this color, I love, love, love this color. They have so many amazing sweatshirts. Make sure you read the descriptions on these. They are kind enough. They always supply me with a discount code, which I use too. And I love their items. They're not crazy priced. They are so well made. I have now, this is my 6th sweatshirt, and I probably have 15 of their t-shirts now. It is the only graphic tee brand I wear now. It's that crazy. Again, go check out my Instagram for inspiration to see different ones, to see how I style them. I love them. Let's jump on to beauty and my last 2 favorites for the month. If you have been around for any period of time, you will have known and heard me talk about this baby. This is from ULTA. It is their color corrector in the color peach. It is a darker shade. This I used all summer long. It is under $10. I think it's $9, and it goes on sale all the time. It is such a great under eye corrector. If you have darkness under your eyes or anywhere else on your face, this is great. This works great for me all summer, spring, fall. However, I noticed as we got in through winter, I'm losing more color. I'm a little bit paler. I'm not doing self-tanners. I'm trying to stay off the self-tanner train. We'll see how long that lasts. So I actually picked up the lighter shade, which is called pink. So you have peach and you have pink. And you can see the differences between these two. And I have been using this religiously under my eyes, and I feel like they look so good, so bright. It doesn't crease, it doesn't settle. I don't have any issues with it. It is very creamy, very easy to work with. And as I mentioned, it's so inexpensive and so good. Next up, the last item of my favorites. I had heard Tiffany, which if you don't follow her, Makeup by Tiffany D here on YouTube, talking about this brush, and it's from Trish McAvoy, and it's a double-sided foundation and concealer, or whatever you want to use it for, brush. This brush, guys, is so, so, so nice. It just does creams, powders, it does everything beautifully. It is so, so nice. And I'll be honest with you, at first I was like, I have so many foundation brushes. I don't need that. And then she kept talking about it and I was like, okay. And it's not cheap. It's a $60-some brush. And I was like, oh, do I really, if I don't like it, at least I'm buying it through Nordstrom and I can send it back. And I fell in love with it. It makes your application go on beautifully. I have not used as much product since I started using this brush as well. I use the bottom to go up under the eyes, to do any of my concealer, go down around the edges. I use this, I can stipple it, I can brush it, I can swirl it. It is amazing, guys. I am shocked at how good it is. And actually coming up in the next week or so, I am going to be trying, have you heard of this Saint makeup? I feel like it's all over Instagram. They've done an amazing job with their marketing. Everything is cream except for their eyeshadows, and it's all in these little tins, and it's all in like one compact. So I placed an order for that, and I think I'm gonna jump on here when I get it in and kind of sit down and do a get ready with me first impressions. Let me know if you like the idea of that down below, because I may have that coming up in the next couple weeks. I did just place my order, so it'll probably be a week until it comes in. So I am really hopeful that I like that. But in the meantime, this brush, guys, go get it. On to my regrets. My regret is kind of twofold, because part of it I don't regret, I'm still learning, but part of it I do regret. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this. This is the Dyson Airwrap. And before you start going, what, you don't like it? This is what it looks like. It comes in a case. I don't have the base of it in here. It's actually in the other room, but I got it in. I started playing with it, and the barrels they send that come in this, there is a 1.2 and a 1.6. So this is the 1.2, and the 1.6 is your larger. I feel like the easiest way to explain it is the 1.2 is kind of like a 1-inch curling iron, and the 1.6 is kind of like a 1.5-inch curling iron. And my hair isn't super long, so I thought, oh, I don't need the long barrels. My hair would get tangled kind of around the end, and then it would cause frizzy, like flyaway ends. Now I will say, my hair has never felt better since I started using this. And I do love using like the brush to give me volume at the roots. And then it also has a mini hair dryer to it. It has 2 brushes, actually. There are 2 different types. And then there's also a round brush you can use to get extra volume as well. I was very excited. I love the way my hair looks and feels, but I was like, something about the ends. I was having to straighten the ends. I just wasn't loving it. So I noticed on Nordstrom, it came back in stock. This stuff, the Dyson Airwrap sells out like crazy, and the additional pieces sell out like crazy. Now that is an insanely expensive, like it was so hard for me to purchase this curling hair set, okay? It is almost $600. And then if you have hair like mine or longer hair, you have to buy other barrels. So I had picked up 2 sets of barrels. I picked up the 1.2, but I knew from using the shorter 1.2 that it didn't hold the curl that well. It fell very quickly. So I also picked up the 0.8. So a 0.8, I'm assuming, is probably closer to a 1/2-inch curling iron, right? So I picked it up, I tried it. Can I tell you, the first thing is when I curled my hair, it was up to here. And then I brushed it out, and it was just like a frizzy mess. The curls were too small. So I took a flat iron to it, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to start with the fact that that is the regret right there, is the 0.8 long barrel wand. That is just not for me. So knowing that I was sending that back, and I haven't had a chance yet, I then placed an order for the 1.2 in the long barrel. And just for size reference, I do want to show you the difference in the 2 size of the barrels here, okay? You can see that this one probably has another half longer. And I will say that that has made the difference. I do love the way it's so shiny. It feels so good. Now this is second day hair right now. I don't have any volume really at the roots, but the curl holds, it stays. I can just touch up a couple pieces. This is definitely a keeper of that. But I really wish that Dyson would come out with an option of purchasing the set with long barrels or regular barrels, because that's going to be a key thing for a lot of people. If you're spending that much money on that set, does everybody want to go out and have to buy a larger barrel or longer barrel? No. Now I do also want to say, as I mentioned, this has been selling out right and left everywhere. No websites can keep it in stock. So if you see it, grab it quick. I try and post on my Instagram stories. If I see it come up available, I try to post a link so you can grab it, but it sells fast. Now, here's another key thing. There are options that are sold on Amazon and on Walmart. I do not recommend them, but I'm not discouraging you from trying them. They are in the $50, $60 range, but they are a seller that you know nothing about. Can you return it if you don't like it? I've looked at the barrels, the brushes. It doesn't look exactly the same. The barrels look different. It's just, I know they have to make differences, but it's interesting. Now, some people say, oh, Walmart, I'll buy it through Walmart because Walmart's a reputable company. I can return through them. please, please, please make sure you pay attention to the fact that that is not sold directly through Walmart. It is actually similar to Amazon, sold through a third-party seller through their site, but it probably does not have the same return policy as all of Walmart, because Walmart is kind of trying to make themselves similar to Amazon, where other people can come in and sell through their site. So please be aware of that. I know there are options out there. I will link some down below if you are interested, but if this is something you are going to get, watch the videos about it. There is a learning curve to it. I am still learning. I am still playing with it and I am still learning, but just be aware it is an investment. So those are all of my favorites and my regrets for the month of January. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you stayed this long, please subscribe and follow along here. And as I mentioned, if you are not yet following me on Instagram, I would love if you followed over there as well for outfit ideas, inspirations on how to style things. There are a ton of reels on get ready with me, products I'm testing, all kinds of stuff. And if you have anything you would like to see over there, please let me know. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day.